Hey everyone, Kevin here with my 123 cents, and hopefully you've all done what Brodus Clay has suggested and called your mama, wished her a happy Mother's Day. I did that earlier, and actually I got to spend part of the day with my mom. I'm lucky for that. And wanted to talk a little bit about mothers in wrestling, and these are real life moms, not storyline moms or anything like that. And in my opinion, the matriarch of wrestling, if you will, would have to be Linda McMahon. Obviously, several years ago, she and Vince McMahon made a commitment to the world of sports entertainment, to the world of wrestling, took a big gamble with their family, with their savings, with their money, with their lives, to create what we know today as modern day wrestling, as modern day sports entertainment. You know, it all kind of started back in the early 80s, 82, 83, I think, about the time that Vince Jr. was buying the company from Vince Sr., and then carrying it on and turning it into a global brand, turning it into a billion-dollar plus company. And you know, you got to think that Linda McMahon was a big part of that and factors in there. So kudos to her for taking the time and the effort and the money and the staying power to create a global force, a dominant force. You know, some 30 years later, and we have her to thank for that partially. I know they've talked before on the WrestleMania, when that was all coming about, how much of a gamble and a risk that was and how worried they were. So we appreciate her foresight and her skills for doing that. And now she may be once again getting into the Senate race, and we'll talk about that at some other point. But want to thank her for her contributions to the world of professional wrestling. Another mother that got involved in wrestling would be Helen Hart. I'd give her the second place nomination, or the crown, if you will. She, of course, the matriarch of the Hart family, and worked with Stu Hart in the Stampede area, and then kind of had a little bit of an on-air role in WWE, WWF back when Bret was still there, and kind of feuding with Owen Hart and the whole family feud situation. And they brought Jerry Lawler in it, and you know, the Hart family had a good spirit and a good sense of humor about everything, because Lawler was kind of ruthless and mean. And finally, number three, and I was just kind of racking my brain, and this is just off the top of my head. I remember Judy Bagwell from WCW getting involved in an angle with Buff Bagwell, or it might have even still been Marcus Alexander Bagwell, I don't remember. And I think, for some reason, I think there was some kind of tag team intergender or some sort of tag team match involving Mrs. Bagwell. I don't know if I'm dreaming that up or what, but correct me if I'm wrong. Thanks for watching my 123 cents, and again, don't forget to call your mama, and for the moms who are watching, happy Mother's Day.